So right now he's day to day. You know, he was growing discomfort, felt it after he made that jump play. I think it was the batter right after that play. There was a foul ball that he reacted towards the baseball, and he felt something. They tested him, and as of right now, he's low level of concern. So we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Also, with Senga, what does it say about him that he's been able to have this success, not striking a ton of people out? Today he pitched to weak contact. I don't think they had a hard hit ball against him. Just the way he's going about it here.
Yeah, I think he's using his whole arsenal. We saw a different pitcher today. When I'm talking about pitch usage compared to what he did against Oakland. I thought today the four seam was the biggest weapon. The four seam in the strike zone to go along with the split. I thought the cutter was good today. Threw some couple of good sweepers, and then a couple of sinkers against righty. So I think he's just mixing it, getting weak ground balls, especially with the split because of how well today the four seam was playing. So I think it's a combination of a lot of things. His ability to read swings and adjust on the fly when he's looking at what hitters and lineups are trying to do to him, and we're seeing some really good results.
Manny?
I don't think we saw a stretch like this from Pete Alonso last season, maybe in the playoffs towards the end. What are you seeing differently from him now at the plate as opposed to what you saw from him last year?
He's locked in. He's got conviction. He's got a plan. He's executing it. You're right. I don't think we saw this version last year. Maybe towards the end and definitely in the playoff. But, I think right now he's got conviction. He's dictating at bats. He's ready for his pitches. He's not missing them. And he's taking his walk when they don't want to pitch to him. So he's a dangerous hitter.
And just Edwin Diaz, I know that by the second batter he started touching 97 on his velocity, but his first batter was sitting around 93, 92. Is that just a matter of him warming up a little bit, or?
Yeah, I saw the same thing, and I asked Hef right away. I was like, "Is he okay?" Because I saw 92, 93. It's like, but he seems like the past 2-3 outings, that first batter, when he comes out of that bullpen, the velo is usually somewhere around 93, 94, and then we see the 97s and the 98. Physically, he's fine, so I think this is a small adjustment. If we feel like he needs to make one, he continues to get the job done.
Jerry?
Carlos, just to clarify, do you think Mark felt it on the leaping catch or on the next play, like you said, with the next
I think it was the next play, right after he made that play, so that catch.
Andrew?
I know the pitching staff on the whole has performed really well, but what has Kodai meant to you guys now, three starts without giving up an earned run?
What people saw here in 2023, a guy that's going to take the baseball and is going to give you a chance every night, and it doesn't matter who we're facing. As far as if they got an ace, we feel good about our chances when he takes the ball. And that's what you're looking for. That's what you want, is someone that's going to match the best of the best. When he's healthy and feeling good, you guys seen it in the past, and we've seen it right now this early on.
AJ Minter just seemed to not have much command today. What did you see from him today?
Yeah, I think a little off. I thought that leadoff batter, Baker, I think he was trying to go in and off and, and walked him. And then he kind of lost it a little bit. But look, the experience, a guy that's been there before, done that, not giving in, continuing to make pitches when needed, and he got out of it. This is a guy that, like I said, he's used to pitch on high leverage, and today that was the case. On a day where he probably will say that he didn't feel his best as far as commanding the baseball, he was able to get that third out without giving on a run.
On the left.
How you doing? Hector Bochan with Latino Sports. Carlos, you saw today from Juan Soto getting 2 hits, come through with that RBI. Met fans showed up to the park, specifically online, to support Juan Soto. Can you just let those fans know how does it feel to know that your fan base are willing to buy a ticket but also go to war with the guys on the field?
Feels really good. Feels amazing. And that's, it's a good feeling knowing that the ballpark is going to be packed and the fan base is going to be right behind you. And not only we're feeling it, the other team is feeling it. You could see that guy on the mound from the other team, the dugout. It's an environment that people probably don't want to come over here, and that's what you want. is great. Like I said, and that's why they're the best fans.
Abby.
That Brady stepped in pretty seamlessly after Vientos left. Just what do you think of that play that he made throwing home, and just how much seemed like that gave you guys a little bit of a momentum boost?
Yeah, for him to catch the baseball first, set his feet, and make a good throw to home plate. Obviously Louis making the tag, but that's an easy play where if you're trying to be too quick, it's not an easy one. So yeah, came in ready to go, and sure enough, got tested, got the job done. Good at bat again against a lefty, but that play in particular, I thought he did a really good job there.
Andrew.
And what did you make of that play from Lindor there to end the 8th inning?
This is an elite player doing elite things on the baseball field, not only on both sides of the play. On a day where yesterday he hits a homer, the walk-off homer, and today he's not doing much offensively. He goes out there and helps the team win a baseball game because of that play. That ball gets through, it's probably a tie game, and who knows what happened after that. Not only to get to that ball, to be able to set his feet, knowing who's running, who's getting down the line, and to be able to finish a play like that with ease. I think he made it look a lot easier than what that play was.
One more in the back.
Luis Gonzalez, Quisqueya, how are you, Carlos?
Good, how you doing?
How do you feel about the status of center field? Are you concerned, or are you comfortable with what you got in center now?
Very comfortable. We got a lot of options. When you're able to, we lost Siri, right? And then when you're able to give Tyrone Taylor, who's getting the majority of playing time, and you still feel good about yourself, about your chances. Asokar today steps right in, plays a really good game. We feel really good with what we have. Taylor, Asokar, potentially Acuna. So Nemo, don't forget about Nemo, So we feel like we're in a good spot there.